Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. Winter is officially here now. It's not super cold. It's getting about 32 at night and staying about 60 in the day. But that kind of limits what needs to get done on the farm. Oh, it's a big old anthill down there. But one thing we always got to do, at least once a week, is put 2 hay bales out. So that's what we're going to do today. We'll check on the cows and kind of go from there and see what else we can get into. Probably not too much because me and the boys are going to put up the Christmas tree today. So we're going to go put some hay out and check on the cows and see how they're doing. Get in the old Kubota. Say old. This thing's basically brand new still. Got all that hay string. I need to clean all this out today. There might be something else I do. That's what I'll do is I'll get rid of all this string down here from picking it out of the hay bales. All patiently waiting on us. good hay. Got a lot of, starting to see some with a lot of little trash in it like that. Alright, let's go put some hay out. Okay. So I heard they're all looking okay weight-wise. We need to get a protein bucket for them, but they're not looking too shabby. Go put them some hay out somewhere. I came and checked on them, Thursday after I got done hunting, and I had found where I want to put my next hay bale. I'm trying to remember where it's at. I know it's around here somewhere. Ah, there it is, I think. Bumpy territory. We're going to drop it down to third here. So there's some bushes right here. I'm going to drop the hay bale in. Go. This is hay bale number 1. So you can see that hay ring. There's a lot of trash, or there was a lot of trash in that hay bale there. So when we pull that hay ring out, it'll spread some of that out, and then the cows will finish going through whatever they want out of that. Worst case, it's still really good fertilizer. Where to put the next one? I'm gonna put the next one right there in those bushes. Really need to make time to come back here and finish brush hogging all this, because even though it's cold out, it's hasn't been raining a lot, which is kind of weird for us. Normally our winters are pretty wet. But, maybe next weekend, this weekend, but it being Thanksgiving weekend and all that, we were very busy with family affairs. So maybe next weekend I can get some more brush hogging done if it doesn't rain before then, which I don't think it's forecasted to. So. A little too high. There we go. Alright. Just unwind this hay well. Okay. Cows never showed up. Okay. So this hay bale, I can tell there's a lot of trash in there. We'll take a closer look at it here in a minute. What will happen is once I get, well, popped off my forks. Anyway, once I get this off of here, what typically happens is the cows will come and get close to there. There we go. The cows typically come through, and what they'll do is they'll work their way through this, and they'll get whatever grass is left, then they'll use the rest of it as bedding, and they'll just lay in it. So all that would turn into some good fertilizer, some good biomass for the soil and everything. So cows are right on the other side over there, barely seeing them. So far, that's the only hay bale that's had that amount of trash in it. Not a bad year for hay so far. Alright, I got all the string off. Now it's time to put the hay ring over this stuff. Cows. Say that, they're all on the other side of the woods right there. got a lot of trash in this. For instance, that there, they're just not going to eat that because it's so sticky. But what they'll do, they're all just sitting there. What they'll do is they'll come spread this out, and they'll get down to the good hay that they actually want, and they'll do that everywhere. And so they'll actually spread this out on their own. They'll eat whatever they eat, and then they'll actually lay on top of it for warmth and for cushion. You can already see where it looks like they did some laying here already. So, but they'll spread all this out really well. And next time I feed, I'll see what it looks like. And if they still ain't got it spread out that great, I can take the forks, scoop in there, and I can spread this stuff out too. So, but this is part of buying hay. You know, not everything's movie shot perfect hay, nothing but hay and no weeds in it. They're all just hanging out like, what you doing, man? So it's part of buying hay. You can still see that they got plenty good manure load around. I need to walk around to this other one. Yeah, there's some hay string that I missed. Well, let's go around right there. Do not want this stuff left out here. Yeah, still tons of manure everywhere, which is what we want. We got some, you know, remaining grass that got spread around really well. Got those 2 hay bales put out, and we'll continue to work our way this way and drop them all in different areas. Like we probably need to put one right about there, another one down there, and spread the manure load across this pasture along with the seeds in the hay and whatever seeds that they eat and poop out, and let them naturally spread the hay around, along with you know, this kind of stuff, that the seeds for those weeds and all that are in there too. So naturally you're gonna get that in here. Now, one thing you got to be very careful on is Bermuda is a very common hay, cow pastures grass around here, and it's really good. But if you ever buy Bermuda hay and you got Bermuda pasture and you want to keep it that way, you got to make sure there's no Bahia in there, because if it is, that little Bahia will take over your pasture and you'll have a Bahia instead of Bermuda pasture. So both of them are really good. I think the Bermuda puts out a little bit more, but it also requires more fertilization, and I got red clay soil, so not the best for that. Alright, we're gonna go check the cows real quick, see how they're doing, and then we'll head to the house. Okay, here they all are. All looking really well. So our hay's doing what we need to do. Looks like they're all maintaining their weight pretty good. We do need to put out a protein bucket, and need to start feeding once a day. And that's just to do some kind of upkeep. Right now it's not super cold. Like I said, I think it's like 60 during the day, 32 at night. So we want to try to put some weight on these guys before January hits in December, which is our late December, early January is typically our coldest days. That being said, like, we don't see freezing temperatures like they do up north. I mean, we do, but not near as bad. But we'll get down to low 20s to the teens at night, and the days typically 40, something like that. Every now and then we do get days colder than that, so we'll try to put some fat on them and get them ready for those months. Alright guys, that's really all I got today. Like I said, it's winter, so we're starting to slow down around here. It's pretty much just feeding and checking cows, and you know, the normal chicken maintenance of getting eggs and putting their bedding out and getting them feed. As it gets colder, when we get to the days where as it gets during the day. Or actually before then, we'll start putting heat lamps out for the chickens, and then potentially might move the water into the chicken coop just to try to keep it from freezing. If not, I got some other waters that hang in the chicken coop that I typically only use during the winter. That way I can keep it in there, and hopefully the heat in that coop keeps it from freezing. And that way they always have water. But it's kind of where we're at. It's wintertime on the farm. We ain't got as much stuff going on as we do throughout the year. It is deer season, so I'm going some deer hunting. As soon as deer season's over with, I'm going to go through and with my little electric powered chainsaw. You ain't watched that video yet, you need to, because that little thing's impressive. But I'm going to take it and start cutting trails through the woods for the fence, or cutting fence lines. That way we can get that done before it gets hot, and for the mosquitoes getting real bad. And try to get as much of that done as we can. That way, hopefully, maybe sometime in the spring we can start building a fence. We'll have to see how finances are doing, kind of go from there. But we're still here. Videos are probably going to slow down just a hair, just because we don't have that much stuff going on, and I don't have too many side projects going on right now. Hoping to change that before too long, but we're trying to keep things moving, trying to keep videos coming for you guys. But other than that, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for joining me on the farm. See you next time.